Hey everyone, and happy Friday. It is Friday, April 4th. The time right now is 3:45 p.m. and the temperature is a very nice 9 degrees Celsius, and I'm here just outside of Sherway Gardens Mall in the city's west end here in the borough of Etobicoke. And I just got off the 15 advance bus. I rode it all the way here from Royal Subway Station on line 2. And the reason I came here is because I do want to check out the Hudson Bay store at Sherway Gardens, since right now it is day 11 of liquidation sales. And Sherway Gardens is a large retail shopping mall in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. The mall is located 17 kilometers west of downtown Toronto near the interchange of Highway 427 with the Queen Elizabeth Way and Gardiner Expressway, and this mall opened back in 1971. And over there will be the West Mall. So I am not too far from Mississauga. In fact, I am in the borders of Etobicoke and Mississauga. And this is the bus terminal, where it serves by the 15 events, the 80 Queensway, the 123 Sherway, and the Mario bus that will take you from here towards Mississauga. Alright, so now I'll be making my way to Sherway Gardens, and I haven't been inside Sherway Gardens Mall in like a really long time. The last time I went inside Sherway Gardens was over a year ago, back in February of 2024, and this will be my first ever video that I'll be doing inside Sherway Gardens Mall. We'll be exploring around the mall, and we'll be checking out the Hudson Bay store, one of North America's oldest companies in Canada that was incorporated back on May 2nd of 1670. And yes, right now it is still under liquidation sales. And I heard that a lot of the Hudson Bay stores will be shutting down by June 15th of this year. So far, I've checked out the Hudson Bay stores at Centerpoint Mall and Fairview Mall, and we'll be checking out here at Sherway Gardens Mall. And here's a view of the parking lot just outside of Sherway Gardens Mall. And it would have been cool if the line to Subway was connected with Sherway Gardens Mall. That would have been very cool, but at least there's a bus terminal just outside of Sherway Gardens. And off in the distance, you can see the Mississauga skyline, just near Square One, all the way west. And this is entrance 7 at Sherway Gardens. So let's head inside. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate it. Alright, now we're inside. There's Shoppers Drug Mart. But yeah, as I was saying, it would have been very cool if this mall was connected with the Line 2 subway. So that it would be much easier for people to transfer, well, not transfer, but just to board the subway from Sherway Gardens Mall, because when it comes to waiting for a bus at the bus terminal just outside of Sherway Gardens Mall, it could take it could take up to half an hour for the bus to arrive. But then with the subway though, if it connects from here at Sherway Gardens Mall, it would have been much easier for people to get around easily. There's the Lit store where they sell a lot of the sport jerseys, like the Maple Leafs, the Leaf jerseys, Blue Jay jerseys, all that sort of thing. As well as the Raptors jersey. There's the garage store. So first we'll check out all of the stores from the outside, then we're going to be heading inside Hudson's Bay. So here they have Best Buy Express, the Dynamite store, there's the Brown store, Foot Locker, there's a Sephora, yeah, finally it's Friday, the 4th day of April, and exactly 2 days ago it was freezing raining out. It was freezing raining, and it was like a mix of rain and a bit of flurries. There were a few ice pellets back on that day, and the weather was very shitty that day. But it's a very nice day outside. So at this moment they have Canada Goose, Sporting Life, and Italy, Uniqlo, the Lego store, Nike, Saks Fifth Avenue, and a Zara store. And a store called Nordstrom used to be at Sherway Gardens. But they'll be adding a new store, a new retail store called the Simon store. And they'll also be adding the Simon store not only here at Sherway Gardens, but they'll also be adding it at Dean Center and Yorktown Mall too. There's the Danish Pastry House. There is Bonlook. And there's the Zara store. Check this out. Ontario Science Center. I remember it used to be at Don Mills and Eglinton, but according to Doc Ford, they're going to be moving it to Ontario Place next to Trillium Park across from the CNE. I remember going inside the Ontario Science Center at Don Mills and Eglinton during my school field trip when I was back in middle school, but it's no longer at Don Mills and Eglinton anymore. thanks to Doug Ford, who decides to spend $250 million on building the new Ontario Science Centre that will be at Ontario Place. But right now, it has almost been torn down. Again, here is the Zara store. But they said that by 2028, they're going to be demolishing the entirety of the Ontario Science Centre in about 3 years. But for now, it's still there. Alright, let's check out the 5th Saks Avenue brand store. Same one that we see in downtown Toronto, across from the Eaton Centre. And the Saks 5th Avenue brand store is also part of the Hudson's Bay store that is now under liquidation. And here is the Lululemon store. Alright, so this way will lead you to the Saks Fifth Avenue store, Italy, the Lego store, Uniqlo. Swatch. All right. And there's the Uniqlo store. It's a very cool store. Look at that, the Lego store. Oh, it says build the thrill. Formula One. That's pretty cool. That's the Mango store. And the Italy. Very soon at Yorktown Mall and at the Eaton Centre, you'll see an Italy being added next to the Simon store very soon. Again, there is the Italy. Same one that we see at Bay and Bloor in Brookville. And look, there's the Saks Fifth Avenue store. See, it says entire store closing up to 20% off. Lowest ticketed price. But I really like this open space here. So cool. There's the Fox Home Store, RW and Co. Yep, so unfortunately the Saks Fifth Avenue store and the Hudson's Bay store, they're going to be closing down very soon. Yeah, and you can tell that all of the employees here, they don't really like sell items anymore here at the Saks Fifth Avenue store. That's part of Hudson's Bay. And you can see all these signs that says store closing very soon in the next coming months, in the next 2 months, I would say. Store closing. See, it says all sales final, no returns. So you can't even, so once you buy these items, you can't return them anymore because this store will be closing down in the next 2 months. Look, they removed all these jewelries, necklaces off these store shelves. That's because they began liquidation back on March 24th. And I was so lucky to check out the Hudson's Bay store at the Centerpoint Mall and Fairview Mall. And maybe next Friday I'll head over to Scarborough Town Center and do a video and check out that Hudson's Bay store that has been around for thousands of years. See, all these items are gone now. Look at that. They're gone. Very empty because this store is closing. See, it says store closing sale. Wow. Man, I'm very surprised. But they said that they do plan to save at least 6 stores so that they don't lose their jobs. But in general, they're going to be shutting down all the Hudson's Bay stores. At least there are a few items right here. There's like bags, purses. And what's over here? Wow. So, everything is up to 20% off here at the Saks Fifth Avenue store. Here at... Wow. Alright, so now I want to head upstairs. And we'll check out the upper level. So as you can see, all these items are 20% off. Look at that. It's very empty and no one's even using this store. I mean, there are a few people doing their last minute shoppings before the end of it. Rag and Bone over there. Alright, let's head this way. Alright, here's the men's section. See, it says store closing. Everything up to 20% off. So these shirts are 15% off according to that sign. Men's sale only 50%. And even these jeans, all these pants are also 15% off. 50%. Everything must go. Yes, all these items must go. So that's why everybody's doing their last minute shoppings before the store completely shuts down by June 15th. See, I remember back in the years, there was like so many items, but now they're slowly removing all items off store shelves because of liquidation. Wow. Not bad. And there's like a few luggages right here. And suitcases. Jack Victor. Wow. Mackage. And these are the the moose knuckles, also 15% off. So last Saturday during my 3K celebration, me, Henry, and the gang, we went to the Hudson's Bay store at Oakville Place, where almost all items were at least 20% off. So now let's wait, what's over here? The entire store up to 20% off. I guess here is nothing. Interesting. Alright, let's head downstairs. We'll be heading down the escalator. Alright, now let's head to Hudson's Bay. But yeah, that was a tour around the Fifth Avenue store. It looks similar to like Hudson's Bay. You can tell by these items that are almost gone. I mean, there are only like a few more items left before the end of it. So here used to be Nordstrom, if not mistaken. They'll be adding a Simon store here, I believe. And on the right is Pottery Barn, where they have cool dining tables, chairs, couches, sofas, and a few. I'm not sure if the Pottery Barn store has bed sheets, but they only have one at Sip Country, which is just over there. And there's the Apple store. Levy's store. Levy's. And there's the Aloe store on the left. I think that used to be the Gap store, because there's the Aloe store, the exact same store at Bay and Bloor and Yorkville. There's the Jack and Jones store. Wilford. And there's even a street called Wolford Avenue in North York. I've done a walking video along Wolford Avenue last year, back in September. When I first saw the store name called Wolford, it reminds me of my walking video along Wolford Avenue last year. So now I have to head over to Hudson's Bay. So it's somewhere in that direction. Oh, there's the Indigo store just over there in that direction. Fire and Z's shoes. Moving sale, 50%. Here is nice. Alright, so just gonna find the Hudson Spacer, which is not too far. New Balance. And there's the Champ Sports store. And yes, that used to be Nordstrom over there. Alright, let's head inside Hudson's base store. And then after that, we'll be heading back outside. And on the way back, I'll probably be taking the 123 Sherway that will take me back from here towards Kipling Station. Hudson's Bay, one of the oldest companies in Canada, incorporated back on May 2nd of 1670. Again, they're not really like selling their items inside all Hudson's Bay stores. That's why they're shutting it down very soon by June 15th of this year. And some items are 20% off, 40% off, 30% off. And some items are like 25% off, all that sort of thing. Oops. There we go. Alright, let's head upstairs. Unfortunately, this escalator is not working. Alright, now we're upstairs. And of course, they're playing copyright music. Oh, mango. So. Over there will be the fitting rooms, service. Just gotta find the men's section. It's somewhere around here. can't really find the men's section. It's somewhere, because it's normally like around the corner here, but it's just, I guess sometimes it's hard to find where things are. It's over here. I guess wow, look at that. Here is empty. Look at that. They removed all the kids and toy sections. Look at that. See all these toys and sections. All these toys, and it got removed. Wow. Here is really empty. Gotta find the men's section here. It's hard to find, but I think it's further that way.
He doesn't know that months. He doesn't know. Look, my brain.
Oh, that's strange. Alright, I guess there's none here. Seems that I didn't even find the men's section, but we're heading down the escalator. I think it's one more level down, I think. So I think I have to maybe I'll head one more level down. Could be somewhere down there.
Up or down? Other side.
Just gotta find. These watches are 30% off. All sales are final, no returns. Alright, we'll head down the escalator here. Ah, now I found the men's section. It's located at the very lower level, not the second level. But here it is. I was wondering why there was no men's sections upstairs, but it's at the very, very, very lower level of this. So see, there's all the men's dress wear, up to 20% off. All sales are final, no returns. Okay. Wow, so cool. We got a few couches, bed, dining, just one dining table. There's more right here. There's like more chairs, lamps, table lamps, long lamps. And all these chairs are up to 40% off. See where it says Zellers, so 20% off. All sales are final, no returns. Ooh, I want to get this lamp, the Carter wood floor lamp. You know, I have several floor lamps at home, including tons of table lamps. But these ones are really cool. Where it says the R.N. Williams Valerie table lamp. Yeah, I have several of these, but they're a little bit different though. Well, look at the price. It's $200. Wow. Bed and bath, only 20% off.
Attention shoppers, luggage is 40% off. Don't miss out because this is only on while quantities last. Our luggage department is located on the main level, and as always, we thank you for choosing Hudson Bay Sherway.
Wow. So according to her announcement, all the luggages are 40% off, located at the main level at the Hudson's Bay Sherway. Beauty Rest. So many cool bed sheets around this area. Your best sleep, our low prices. Well, that's pretty cool. And you got a few pillows over there, but all other pillows have been removed off of store shelves. Stearns and Foster. I remember Ken doing a video here at the Hudson's Bay Sherway last Thursday. And this time I'm doing it. Alright. All men's dress for 20% off. So once you buy these items, you can't return them because it says no returns allowed. Because this store will be shutting down very soon. So far they've shut down the Hudson's Bay store company at Young and Bloor in Yorkville. But now they will slowly be shutting down almost every Hudson's Bay locations everywhere in the city. Alright, so I guess I'll slowly be heading outside. I'll be catching the 123 Sherway bus and I'll be heading back towards Kipling station. So far I've captured everything upstairs. Again, they're all last minute sales. Polo Ralph Lauren. Also, I do want to check out the food court here at Sherway Gardens before we head outside. Cause why not? So I guess we've toured here enough. So all these chairs and table lamps, floor lamps, bed sheets. So we've covered all of that area, and so now let's head back into the actual mall, and we'll channel. Yep, so very sad to see this Hudson's Bay Sherry being closed down very soon. So now we're heading outside. Hudson's Bay. So yep, so that was the entirety around the Hudson's Bay store here at Sherway. So last but not least is the food court. All right. So I think the food court is located maybe downstairs or I don't know where. I'll have to find the map and see where we are exactly. Or I guess I'll just figure it out myself. I think it's over there. Alright, I think the food court is just straight ahead. Alright, so we went that way, so now I have to head this way. Oh, here's the map. So the food court. Oops. So I think we're oh, there we go. Okay. So we are right here where that blue dot is. So we're right here. So we have to where is the food court? There's Starbucks coffee. That's pretty nice. Oh, there's even a Joey Sherway restaurant too. Same one like the one on King West in downtown and the one at the Inn Center. Hey, there's a Gap store. Wow, it's a big mall. Anyways, I guess I'll find myself. Just gonna charge my camera here because it's at 20%. Oops. Oh, it's not charging. Weird. Maybe I'll use my other portable. Oh, there we go. Now it's charging. All right. Dollar's Vita opening early spring. Oh, look at this Tesla. That's a really cool car. New Model Y is here. That's a really cool Tesla. That's the same car I saw at the auto show back in February at the Metro Toronto Convention Center. Zero emissions. That's a really cool Tesla. Wow. That's so cool. Wow, it really smells good inside here too. So cool. I do plan to buy Tesla very soon in the next 10 years, but I do have to save up a lot of money in order to buy myself a Tesla very soon. Alright, let's head upstairs. Alright, here's the food court. Located upstairs. Big Smoke Burger. There's Thai Express. McDonald's. There's Villa Medina. Jimmy the Greek. New York fries. And the food court is not really that busy though on a Friday late afternoon here at Sherway Gardens Mall. And there's a H&M right next to the food court. So I think I have to head back this way. Oops. Have to go this way. Where's my camera not? There we go. Etobicoke Pizza Bar. It's pretty cool. And there's the Bourbon St. Grill. There's Chipotle, a Mexican grill. I know Gabriella really loves Chipotle, since it's from Mexico, Mexican grill. Teriyaki and sushi. Ooh, interesting. Very cool. And there is the Indigo store next to the food court. Alright, now let's head back down the escalator. Now I'll be heading back outside as my camera's almost dying here. All right. Indigo store. Oh, there we go. Alright, now I'll be making my way back outside. I'll be catching the 123 Sherway. I'll be heading towards Kipling Station. So I will slowly say my early goodbyes. I hope you all enjoyed this video around Sherway Gardens Mall, located in the city's west end, west of downtown Toronto, here in the borough of Etobicoke, near Mississauga. We've checked out the Hudson's Bay store, the Saks Fifth Avenue store, the food court, and a whole bunch of different stores around Sherway Gardens. And don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I have an Instagram account at Sapan TTC Explorer as well. So I'll end off at the bus bay, at the bus terminal, just outside of Sherway Gardens Mall. Alright, now we're exiting entrance 7. And we're back outside. So that was my first ever video around Sherway Gardens Mall, located in the city's west end here in Etobicoke. So I'll be hopping on the 123 Sherway. I'll be heading towards Kipling station. Because before I was on the 15 Evans when I was making my way here from Royal York Station. But this time I'll be heading to Kipling Station. I didn't really film a bus ride on the 15 Evans since I've done it before many times last year. So all I did was I rode the bus, the 15 Evans bus from Royal York Station to here, without even recording it. But once I got off the bus though, I began my video just over there across from Sherway Gardens. Whoa, watch out, watch out, watch out. This car didn't see me. Watch out, watch out. That blue Honda didn't even see me crossing. Alright, so here is my bus, the 123D. So we'll be heading back towards Kipling Station because it only goes up to Sherway Mall, unit 8125. Oh, where's my Presto card? Oh, here it is. Alright. Alright, so again, it has been a fun video around Sherway Gardens. Alright, here's my bus. On the Orion NG Diesel. Alright, ciao for now. Thank you. As you can see, it's cloudy. It was sunny earlier when I got off these 15 Evans, but now it is a bit chilly, but not as bad as it was back on Wednesday, April 2nd. So goodbye to Sherway Gardens. Cheers to my amazing friends. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good weekend and happy Friday, April 4th. ending.